me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end.
What an incredible weekend of sport we have had. We've had the tennis, the cricket and the Formula 1 all hosted here in the UK, and it literally couldn't have gone any more perfectly for those that are supporters of the UK, because Lewis Hamilton took the win in the Formula 1. It was an absolutely fantastic race. There was a few dramas along the way, certainly between Red Bull and Ferrari. Verstappen took a nasty bump from the behind. And then the tennis, Novak took on Roger Federer. And I believe it was the longest men's final in tennis to date, at Wimbledon anyway. So that was an insane and very tense match. And then to finish all of that off, you literally could not write what happened in the cricket. Now, I'm not the hugest of cricket fans, but I think for anybody that was watching that, fan or not, that was one incredible game. They went to a super over and England took the win over New Zealand. Commiserations, New Zealand. I think that from how it sounds, it could have gone either way. And that day, England got lucky, and it's the first ever Cricket World Cup England have won. And one of my friends actually messaged and said England are the only country to have won the rugby, the football and the Cricket World Cup, which is quite an achievement for a very small island. So it was just an insane Sunday of sport, and that's what I was doing yesterday. But this morning, it's going to be a good day, because if any of you follow me on Instagram, AliGordon89, you'll know that I've been spending a little bit more time with my granddad, going to the garden centre, picking up some plants, giving our gardens a little spruce up. And this morning, my granddad is here. I insisted that he didn't have to come because we've got a guy that comes and helps out every other week. So I said, just leave it in the pots and he'll sort it out. But he insisted that he had to come over and start planting the plants that we'd selected on Friday, just gone. So he's here now. I've had a really good gym session this morning and got myself showered and ready for the day. So it's Monday. I'm fired up, ready to go, so let's do this.
God, look at all those colours. Morning, Gramps, you alright?
Yeah, okay.
I'm doing a video today.
Okay, Ali, yeah,
You're going to be on YouTube now, alright?
Yeah, okay.
Good man.
Fine. Yeah, I'm just making spaces for,
yeah,
you know, to get which plants we need,
yeah,
in the bigger spaces and the smaller spaces.
Perfect. So we're going to fill out these beds first.
I think if we do these ones first,
and then we'll drop down to the,
and then we go
down the side, yeah.
Which one of the bigger plants?
Yeah. Every year,
yeah,
we've got a duck that comes to our neighbour's pond.
Yeah.
And she has her babies,
right,
and then she flies off again.
Yeah.
And she's obviously just come back.
Yeah, she's probably come to see if the ducks are alright.
She's come for a good time, not for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's great. Hello.
Hello, Winky.
Tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no. Tell me something, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends. No, no. Yeah. Hear me out, like I make you do the craziest things. Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt you, babe. Oh no. If you decide to leave, you will help me anyway. Maybe.
Your gardener was talking about he's going to trim this back later.
Yes, he did say, yeah.
I'll trim some of it off.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Give a bit of space. Yeah.
Most of that now.
That's near the end of its life, isn't it?
So that I can probably cut a lot of that off.
Yeah.
And then
yeah, I think
if
so.
I put one in there,
yep,
that will fill that space up.
Perfect.
And then, you know,
it also adds a little bit of colour. It's very purple over here, isn't it?
Just on that corner.
Yeah. And then the same tighten over here.
Well, I mean, this lavender is really lovely and a lovely smell.
Yeah, it does smell nice, doesn't it?
It just spreads so much, doesn't it?
It does. It's very, and it overhangs a lot.
But no doubt, when your gardener does trim it back, you'll probably only be half of that size.
Yeah.
I think it's just a try out this year.
Yeah.
To see how his hip stands up.
Yeah, that's why he did doubles probably as well. You got better hips than Andy Murray.
I had, mate, yeah.
That's the problem.
One
in, yeah. Lovely. Morning. Got another little helper, Gramps. What's this plant you put in here?
These carnations.
Carnations, yeah?
Yeah.
Got a bit of
There's
pink.
the
Got a bit of
ticket.
pink. And the tickets.
I can't do the heavy stuff that I used to do.
I reckon you could still lift 100 kgs on bench.
Oh right, you reckon? No, I think I don't do too bad for my age.
Got to know your limits, haven't you?
Yeah, I wish I could do more.
I reckon 120 would be too much.
You do?
Yeah.
They like these trumpets, don't they? Bees.
I do, they like going in them, yeah.
Probably warm in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you ever need an extra hand, I can help.
Yeah,
as well.
I know Ali, yeah. Yeah, thanks mate. The roots on me, darling. You see the roots on me, look?
Yeah, mad. That garden centre's good though, isn't it?
Yeah, oh yeah, you can, the thing is Ali, you can choose your plants, but if they look a bit mangy you don't have them, you know, just, you have such a good choice, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's quite a nice old boy, old isn't he?
Is he a good fisherman?
He was, yeah. Excellent, yeah. Yeah. Don't know why he gave it up there. He was a good fisherman. He used to win a lot of competitions.
Boring, that's why, isn't it?
Yeah. I suppose so. He said to me, way back, he said to me, do you still do any? I said, yeah, I said, occasionally, I said, I do a little bit of fly fishing.
Yeah, that's cool though, isn't it? That keeps you busy.
Yeah, and he called it fluff flinging.
Fluff flinging.
Yeah, I said, yeah, that's it, Ian. I said, well, it's just a bit of something different, you know.
Yeah.
He said, oh,
But
yeah.
everyone likes a bit of fluff, don't they?
Yeah, these lures that you could trade with, they're just like that.
Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't know how this gonna end. Oh no. Tell me now, tell me something, 'cause I don't wanna be just friends.
So we're currently just trying to work out where to put all of the plants that we're going to put in a second, or should I say Gramps'? Hello, Linky. We're also going to do a little bit more in this bed here. Hello, Lumi. Just give it a little bit more colour in this bed, and then this red one that's over here is going to go in as well. So yeah, I think this bed's going to look quite good when it's done. There's a van on the drive. Hey, Andrew. How you doing, mate? This is it, D-Day. Yeah, good mate, you?
We're ready. That's the box then.
Here's the main man himself. He found the goods.
They're here.
This is the day that the hallway coving starts going in, and the panelling as well. We're just about to finalise the panelling actually. Yeah, it's going to be good. This is going to transform this space. Like, well, the staircases probably did the most, but this is going to be the next biggest transformation in this area. It's really going to tie it all together, pull it all in, make it feel full and finished. So I'm very excited for this.
It'll probably react to the sun, yeah.
Yeah.
Sun, yeah.
Yeah.
Sun, yeah.
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 Perfect. Oh, he's got this one in as well.
Yeah.
You've not been messing around, have you?
No.
I like that one.
Yeah, it is nice, isn't it?
I like the leaves
you
on
can either
it.
leave the labels on or take them off, whichever.
I think labels off.
Yeah, take them off.
Yeah, I don't plan on
Okay.
returning it.
No, it's like I said to Ian about do they last over winter, and he says, well, it depends, you know.
Yeah,
If you have a mild winter, they'll probably be all right and come up next year.
yeah.
If you don't, they'll probably kill them.
Kill it, yeah.
But
Well, we
being-
shall see.
but
It was an
being-
experimental plant, weren't
Yeah,
it?
but being sheltered by a wall, Ali,
Yeah.
they'll
Oh,
probably be all right.
yeah.
No, no. Yeah. Hear me out, like I make you do the craziest things.
Gramps and I have just finished off doing the garden. I'm not actually sure who enjoyed that more. He did all the hard work, but he absolutely loves doing it, and I kind of just swept up after him and did the runs back and forward to the garden bin. But it looks so good. Like, I've never really been into gardens. They just look so much hard work. They are hard work, but Gramps is like a passionate gardener, and he's filled all of his flower beds at his house. He's got no more room to do any, and we were just having a coffee, and he said he'd love to come up and help improve the garden at ours, because obviously when he visits here, he's very complimentary of it, but I think he could see where there were improvements that needed to be made. And so we've been going through a process over the last sort of month where we've been popping into garden centres, picking up flowers and shrubs and bushes, in one case even a tree, and we have been basically putting them in around the house since that day. So we're getting to a point now where we're getting a real good feel for the impact of us planting and flowering and stuff. We've probably got, I don't know, a dozen more plants that we could put into the flower beds to really fill them out and just finish them off. But I feel like we've made a good solid impact on what we've done so far. So I'm going to quickly share with you what we've been getting up to today and what we did a couple of weeks ago. So we're currently on our driveway, and this is kind of like flower beds that sit in front of our house. So over here we have a area which the previous owners put together. They did such a lovely job of the gardens here. I think that they invested in a landscaper and paid somebody to come and design everything, and it has really pulled it all together. So we've just given it a bit of a freshen up. So if we spin around, this is what I call our courtyard area, and this is where me and Gramps have been primarily working today. We tried to find plants that had good height on them so that they were visible over the box hedge at the bottom. We had these pink flowers in previously, and also these lovely bushes which I love. They're like wispy on the tops. They reminded me of like a French chateau, something like that anyway. And we've just gone through, and I just love how the garden's got like the box, then it's got different colours and different height levels, then it's got the natural flowers on the wall, and then obviously you've got these huge trees which do need a little bit of a tidy up. Actually, I think they're going to be done soon. Walking through, this is the finished bed. Kind of finished. There's a couple of spots we want to put a couple of extra bits in. Garden door. And then over on the trestle, this is already bloomed. The roses have come and gone, but this was literally covered in pink roses recently and it looked amazing. Then I spin around to the other side. These trees are going to hopefully grow across. There's 3 wires that run across. That'd be 3, Ali. That's 2. There's 3 wires that run across the wall just here. You can see, ting. And then that will fill the wall with flowers. And then down below, yet again, we've just popped in a little bit of extra colour. I love this, so nice. Love the leaves on these, and that kind of just completes this area. So then this courtyard section's just got a nice balance of different heights and different colours running through it. The flower beds that go all the way around the front of our house, we've just added in a little bit of extra colour amongst the lavender that was already existing. And this is one of the new hedges that we put in. It looks absolutely lovely, and probably my favourite. I call this French lavender, but it's not French lavender. I should just call it that. Somebody said it once and I was just like, oh yeah, it's French lavender, but I don't think it is, because we saw it at the garden centre. It was called something else. And we're going to get more of these, and we're going to duplicate it at the other end of this box, just so there's again symmetry that flows through. But we've gone and added in a little bit of extra colour, which I'm very happy about. So we've got purples, oranges, reds, pinks, whites. It's looking really lovely. And then if we take a walk into the back garden, I mean, can we just appreciate this wall? This is just, it's just incredible. These literally stay in bloom all summer. We decided to put this sort of like mixed toned shrub in. I'm not sure on the name of any flowers, I have to apologise. Hopefully these will fill out this whole space here and create a really nice colour contrast between the 4. So yeah, really happy about that. And then today he just chucked in a couple of extra plants, and then at the back here as well. So this flower bed is coming together nicely. Back garden section. This is what they did last week. So this flower bed basically was just a miserable state. So we've put a shrub in here, a couple of plants in, another bush that needs to be put in. I don't really know the difference between a bush, a hedge, a shrub, a plant. I'm a nightmare. Oh, that's a shrub. I like it. This is lavender and I like it as well. We take a walk around the side garden. So our back garden, which eventually we're going to do loads of work in to make it a more social space. There's a little bit of TLC, the grass needs to be some reseed it and treat it and get rid of all of the moss and clovers and everything else that are growing in it. So yeah, a little bit of work needs to be done on that. But this bed here is starting to look epic, like it's really filling out. And there's just a couple more plants that they're going to stick in next week. So we've got one here that's going to be put in, and then we've got the hydrangea that's going to go in somewhere along here as well. Take a little step back so you can see it. Look what happened to our heater. The wind blew it off. So yeah, this is the side garden flower bed. We also planted this tree as well. That went in because the one that was there was really struggling and it looked like it had died. I don't think it flowered. So we decided to replace it with a nice new one. And yeah, we take a walk through here. This is where I have my little fire pit. God, it just grows so quickly in here. I literally de-weeded all of this like a month ago and it looks sorry for itself again. I need to get back out here. So this is just where we come and have campfires. And then over here, I seeded a few plants last summer and I can't believe how well they're doing. Foxgloves, I believe these are called. I did seed some over there as well, but they don't look like they came through. But yeah, happy days.
Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.